Hi, my name is Rachel, and I am the Thrifty Crocheter. And yes, I know those are knitting needles inside the ball instead of crochet hooks. My daughter's got this shirt for me a couple years ago for my birthday because I thought it would be funny. It is kind of funny because this is crochet and not knitting. Anyway, I have a nice big haul for you. I tried to do this in a live, and the internet in my craft room did not want to cooperate, so here we are. Anyway, from half-priced books, creative crochet in a day, and for each day, they actually do it for each day of the week. Here's Sunday and its list of things to make. And there's several kinds of goodies in here. I go past Monday. I did go right past Monday. Now finally Monday starts. Here's Monday with its list. Yep. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Here's Tuesday with its list, and so forth. So, we may have to do something like this in the future. Pick a project from that and do that for, this is today's project. And then for this day, this is this project. And so forth. I think that would be a wonderful idea. I saw this and I went, oh, that would make a great video idea. Now, and then also, now this I bought from Barnes & Noble. And of course, you know, Barnes & Noble is not exactly a cheap, but they have good stuff. And I had been working on this for a little while. I've seen these a lot, and I finally decided to get them. The Granny Square card deck. 50 mix and match designs. You know, I figured I'm already doing the 52 card deck. So, what's another card deck? So when we get done with the 52 card deck, we can go into this and make these squares. I think that would be fun. Okay. Now it's my thrift store haul. I went to the same store, 2 different locations. And what's funny is they're just literally down the road from each other. They're like about, here's one, and that one's like a block and a half down and around the corner from this one. Anyway. First of all, they did a lot of them in baggies, which is just wonderful because then they don't get all tangled up, which is really smart. See, like this big old bag with a whole bunch of balls in it. If they were out loose, man, they'd get all tangled. They got them wound up pretty tightly, too. That was wonderful. They're from gold metal, 100% DuPont Orlon acrylic yarn, machine washable, dryable, 4 ounce, and the color is called Canary. It's nice, it's like a light yellow color called Canary. It is a 4-weight. Non-allergenic, moth-proof. It's even got machine wash instructions and hand wash instructions. Okay. Red Heart Windtuck sock and sweater yarn. Net weight 2 ounces, 3-ply, 100% Orlon acrylic fiber. Machine washable and dryable. Barely read it, but it just says brown. I was hoping we might give some sort of better name, but it just says brown. Carousel Super Soft, machine washable, 100% acrylic, soft tell, luxuriously soft, opulent color. 4-ply worsted weight. And I think they folded over the color name. But it's like a light, this is what they had left of it. It's like a light brown color. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of like a light brown color. Now there's a lot of that. There's like a whole skein here, and it's like a cranberry red color. Or a maroon maybe? Like a cranberry red type of red. And this one's almost like a whole skein. This is like a burnt orange. Like it's not really yellow, but not really orange either. Kind of a burnt orange, I guess. It's really yellow. It's kind of a yellowish orange color. No more orange on the orange side. Got some Karen Simply Soft accents. 100% acrylic worsted weight. Machine wash, gentle cycle, machine dry, low, delicate cycle. Goldenrod. There's like almost a whole, there's like a whole skein of that. There's a tiny bit, a big twist. Let's see, this one was soft gray. Tiny bit of that, a little bit of that. And this one has more of the, actually, has some of this. I love this yarn, and I'm not sure what else was in there. Oh, the Franciscan Center. That's the name of the thrift store. I cannot remember it from the document. Like I said, there was 2 different locations. KFI Fluff DK, made in South Africa. Wow. 50 grams. I think the color lot's been, just has numbers for it. I think it's kind of like a golden color. Kind of a brassy color. So that's that bag. Sorry, there's a lot. Okay, this bag is next, I guess. Got some yellows. This was, the Baby Bee Sweet Delight Sun Kisses. Yellow. There's a lot of this Baby Bee yarn I found between the 2 stores. Here's this color. Here's I love this cotton. A ton of cottons. Some reds. Ooh, some brunette satin. Trying to find the color. Oh, Faded Glory Ombre. Some Faded Glory Ombre. Nope, that one's just over there. Here's more of this Baby Bee Sweet Delight in green, in this green color. Yeah, green light, and then there's some brown. Green light. I don't think that's really the color of a green light. Just when I think of a green light, and that's a totally different shade of green than this, in my opinion. Some Baby, and more Baby Sweet Delight, and chocolate. That's almost like a whole, that's like a whole skein right there in chocolate. They said there was a lot of this Baby Bee yarn. Somebody was doing some baby blankets. Just a little ball of orange. There's like orange and yellows in it. I love this yarn. Cinnamon Cedar. I'm not sure what this one is. It's a yellow, like almost a mustardy yellow, but it's got like it's like speckled with some black spots. That's interesting. I love this yarn. Let's see the name on here, the colorway. Oh, navy. This is some navy blue. And some more blues. This is a different shade of blue. Oh, some Big Twist Glam. 61% acrylic, 39% polyester. Rose. And it's got, I don't know if you could tell this plastic being on here, but there is some of that silvery sparkly stuff in it. Silver sparkly strands in it. Crinkly crinkles. Crinkly crinkles. These are smaller thrift stores. We only had, 2 lanes going, and so everybody had to be patient. There's one mom was there with her little girl, and then the little girl was at that. But why? Why? I felt sorry for her. Okay. Next bag. We have some Simply Soft. Your Inspirations, Karen, Simply Soft Party, and Red Sparkle. And it's definitely sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkles, because it's the same color as the yarn. And there's 2 of those, and I don't think they've even been used. I bet this is going to be cotton. That's what it looks like it's going to feel like. It's just purple. Some purple cotton yarn. And some more red yarn. Ooh, it is 3-pack that hasn't even been touched. Yarn Bee Spinese, Spinesse. Color is navy. It's a 2-weight, really? Oh yeah, it's a really thin yarn. Seems like a whole 3-pack there. The Yarn Bee Spinese. That's a really thin yarn too. $2.99 for all 3, and these were originally $3.99, and I got all 3 for $2.99. Yes, please. Ooh, look at this. I have a nice hank. This is a really nice hank. Ella Ray Rustic Aran New Zealand Wool and Silk Blend. Suggested knitting gauge needles, 16 to 20 stitches for 4-inch using 7, 9, 4, 5, 5.5 millimeter needles. Suggested crochet gauge hooks. 11 to 14 stitches and 4 inches using USI 9, K 10 and a half, 5, 5.5, and a 6.5 millimeter hooks. It's a medium 4. Organic, mule seed wools. And the color is called ebony. Ebony. I think of ebony, I would think of a darker color, but it's a gray. I think it's a gray color yarn, but it's called ebony. I've never heard of this company. LRA Rustic Aran. LRA. If you want to look them up. It's very nice. Really soft. I think it's one that I'll probably never... Patent Croy socks, 4-ply. And it's a 1 super fine. Color blue brown marl. Blue brown marl. Just about right. That's again the whole scheme there. And we have round red. And this looks like almost the whole scheme, maybe a little bit more. Cozy wool, loops and threads, cozy wool merino. Deep sand. Deep sand. It does look like a sandy color. Next one, some more yarn bee. We have one that is a silver, called silver gray. Yeah, it's a yarn bee, breathe deep silver gray. Yarn baby bee. I can't talk straight now. There's a yarn bee and a baby bee. The yarn bee is breathe deep silver gray, and then the baby bee is sweet delight cloudy. There's those. Ooh. You got yarn bee and a baby bee. And then, there is this giant bag filled with all sorts of goodies. All sorts of goodies. Somebody evidently, I showed you this earlier, but I just caught on here that somebody had written snowman and woman, salt and pepper. You know what? I don't think that's going to look like a snowman or salt and pepper. Do you? I just thought that was funny. Anyway. Last sack. Karen Simply Soft Party, and the color is Teal Sparkle, and there was 2 of those. And you could see all the sparkly sparkle in there. See all the pretty sparkles. Those are like whole thingies right there. Little things. Some more red. Some more red. More of this kind of a yellow, kind of a goldenrod kind of color. The mustardy yellow. Patents, Croy socks, stripes. For the color, it just gives a number. Color 55613. Oh, wait a minute. I think our price tag is covering it up. It is. Ah. Cyan, C-Y-A-N, stripes. It looks like a blues and greens. Like some sea colors, you know? And we have some of this white, almost like an off-white. Red Heart, Luster Sheen, Knit and Crochet Yarn. 2 ounces. Rally Red. Rally Red. Some more cotton yarn. Oh. Wait a minute. Ah, that goes with this one. Haha. Premier yarn. The Deborah Norville collection. Serenity sock weight. And the color is chill. The color is chill. Just chill, baby. Just chill. Chill. Now this is this was interesting. It's like something they had left. Some more of the Patents Croy socks. More of this blue-brown marl. A bit more of that. And lastly is this bag of yarn. It has some I Love This yarn in there. So that is everything. I know this was a long video, but I hope you have enjoyed all the goodies I got. Lots and lots of goodies. Lots and lots of goodies to make lots and lots of good things. I did stop by today. I did stop by my local Joann's. I need to take a drink. I'm sorry. I'm thirsty after all that. I know we don't do that, but I'm thirsty. It's warm outside today. which is nice. I tell you what, everywhere we went, I went to two different, like I said, two thrift stores. Took my daughter and I went to the bookstore, and they were filled. The thrift stores were full. The mall was filled, but our local mall was filled because Easter Bunny, and they had live animals, live bunny rabbits and goats, and so yeah, kids can get their pictures taken and faces painted, and so that's why the mall was extra crowded today. Okay, I guess got sidetracked with the mall and people and things being crowded, and I forget what I was going to say. Lots of goodies to make, lots of good things. You know what? It's going to come to me later, and then I'm going to be like, duh. Doesn't that happen to you? Does that ever happen to you? You're like, why couldn't I think of that earlier? Doggone it. So when I get a chance to, I am going to be showing you another stitch that I worked on last night called, I worked on last night. And then I also, from the crochet along that we are doing, the other night we had that new stitch called the Astrakhan stitch. That's Astrakhan. Uses double crochets and chains of 7 to make loops, and it is very fiddly. It is very loopy and very fiddly. That is not my thing. But we will be learning a new stitch out of here. It's the one that I've been teaching you stitches out of. We will be learning another one out of here. I think the next one's called brick stitch. And you're going to need 2 yarns for that. 2 different colored yarns. And no, you're not going to be using them together. You're going to be using them separately, but I will show you. And then when that box is finished, then I think we will go into making the granny squares out of here. That's going to be fun. And I'm going to have to do some thinking about how to do this, because this idea intrigues me and they literally have Sunday, there's these projects. Monday, these projects. Tuesday, and so forth. And they got some neat things in here. Curious. But I've looked at this book a couple of times because I thought I had this book before, but I don't. Oh. This book was copyrighted in 2002, so it's not nearly as old as I thought this was. Because the way the picturings looked in here, it looked much older. There's a little bit of yellowing to some of these pages, so I thought this book was much older. But it's not as old as I thought it was. So, anything else? But I hope you are having fun with our crochet along. Like I said, I was going to do this in a live video, but the internet was not cooperating with me. Per usual. Maybe I'll try this again later. But for right now, you have seen everything that I have gotten. And I wish all of you a wonderful weekend and have a wonderful weekend, a super Saturday, and tomorrow have a blessed Sunday. This is your weekend. Go out there, and you have good weather. Go out there and have fun. Go do stuff with your kids. Go do stuff with your families. If it's your weekend that you have to work, like me, I have to work every other weekend. I'm sorry. I know what it feels like to be when it's nice out and it's sunny and you're stuck indoors at work. That sucks. But you got to work to pay the bills. So, I hope you have enjoyed all the yarn that I have gotten today. Like I said, most of those are I mean, there are some that are not complete, but there are a lot of those are complete skeins that hasn't even been touched yet. So that's amazing. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I did go to my local Joann's, and they were still open, but they're getting ready to close, of course. They having an going out of business sale, but their yarns are still at 25%. And it made me angry, so I left, because most of their yarns, at the very most, they're only like $2 off. Or they would pick $1 off or $2 off. And I'm like, that's not much of a deal, folks, on yarn. If I was having going out of business sale, I would be wanting to move that merchandise faster by having like a half off or 75% off. I would be upping the percentage. Joanne, you want to get rid of that. You want to get rid of that stuff so you can get out of there. And strangely enough, not on the outside of the building, but on the inside of the building, they were still having signs saying, join us. And they still wanted people to get a job there. And I'm like, who wants to get a job at a business that's going out of business? Not too many. I mean, they were even going, join us and you can get 90% off whatever you purchase. And I'm like, no. No. Why would I want to get a job there when I'm going to be out of a job shortly? That makes zero sense. But I applaud your efforts. I applaud your efforts, Joanne. But you need to, but the thing is, they were like, store-wide, up to 90%. Yeah, they're like store-wide, but the percentages store-wide were higher. But just the yarn alone was only 25 yarns, and like the yarn bags and like hooks and little bits of stuff, all the little whatnot stuff that goes with crocheting and knitting, they still had left. Those were, they were only like $1 or $2 off of the original price. That's not much of a sale, folks. It really isn't. You make it look like it's good, but it isn't. As far as they were still, most of their yarnscape was gone. There was still a little bit left. There were still some yarns left on the shelves. And there were a couple of yarn bowls. Like I said, there was like they call it yarn drums. There were still a few of those, but even their sale price was not really that much difference. Like, their sale price for one of the yarn drums was like $33, and it was like $35 or something like that. It was ridiculous. No, that's not much of a sale for me. But I was happy to get all the yarn that I got from 2 stores. I'm happy with that for right now. Especially wasn't that long ago that I got yarn from a friend, and then before that I got a bunch of yarn from other stores. So I'm kind of set for right now. I still gotta get stuff put away. Oh, sorry, I need to pull my stitches out. I'm using Tunisian crochet from an older pattern, and I gotta straighten this out because Tunisian likes to curl. But I'm going to be making Tunisian squares, and then I'm going to use single crochet to sew all the squares together, and then where all the squares join, I'm making these little discs that will go where they join, and on the edges. Then there's also going to be a border around the outside. This is going to take a while, folks. But yeah, I'm working on that. Working on a lot of things. Yeah, working on a lot of things. So, I keep saying so with that. You know what I'm going to end with? I am going to end with the prayer square. This small swatch of yarn has been woven with prayers. As you hold this swatch in your hand, may you feel God's strength, love, and peace flow, and know that He holds you in His hands. May God bless and comfort you in time of need and give you peace. Amen. Wonderful weekend, super Saturday, and a blessed Sunday. Bye.